Hi, Jessica Matthews with Leverage Legal Group. So let's talk today about whether you really need a lawyer to file that trademark application. I know you guys are all super tempted to file them yourselves. You've probably got stories from friends who did it and were successful in getting registered. It certainly happens. I get the need to save money. I get not wanting to go through the stress of hiring a lawyer, the expense. I think that working with lawyers can feel really intimidating and unpredictable. I think it's why it's really important to find a lawyer that not only is very experienced, but also does things via flat fee, because that will make it a lot more predictable for you. But I want to explain to you why having a lawyer is one of the best things you can do for your business. Now, in other videos, I've explained why I believe that trademarks are the most important asset that you can have for your business, and why. So go back and watch my other videos about why your trademark is such an important asset to your business, particularly as you begin to have success and you begin to have a loyal following, either of clients or customers. Maybe you have a product or service that is sort of your signature thing and people associate you with that. The more success you have, the more important your trademark becomes. The issue is that if you don't protect your trademark before that happens, before you start having the success, you're going to potentially have people seeing your success and trying to ride on those coattails. So the very best time to get a trademark in place is before you have a lot of success. Now, it's never too late to do it after you've had success, but the best time to do it is as early as possible. So the benefit of having a lawyer involved is that they are going to know from their experience, first of all, whether or not your brand name is strong and something that you're going to be able to build as something that customers or clients are going to identify only with your business. You don't want to have a brand that could be confused with others. So you don't want to have a name that is diluted in some way, that sounds too much like others in your industry, that's not unique, that's not distinguishable. A good trademark lawyer is going to be able to tell you that very quickly. A good trademark lawyer is also going to be able to tell you very quickly whether you have the opportunity to own that mark exclusively. And there are lots of reasons why you might not be able to, and that's something that we'll deal with in some future videos. But a trademark lawyer is going to be able to cut through all of that information and very quickly tell you where the risks are for your particular brand, where the pitfalls are, and what you're facing once you get an application on file. Those years of experience and just that savvy that a trademark lawyer would have from doing this for as long as those of us who've been doing it a while have been doing it, gives us this ability to we're not clairvoyant, but we can predict things with a fair amount of accuracy. So having a lawyer involved will help you streamline the process. It will help you avoid mistakes that you don't need to make. And you're going to, when you do file, if you have a good trademark lawyer on your team, when you do file your application, you're going to have the strongest chance of getting approval. Because filing is one thing, but if you haven't done it correctly, if you haven't drafted the application correctly, if you haven't described your offerings, your goods or services correctly, if you haven't provided the right kinds of specimens to show how you're using the mark, if you don't have the dates correct, if you don't have your entity identified correctly, there are so many pitfalls in trademark applications, and a good lawyer will help you avoid those avoidable problems. And they will also be able to communicate with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO, on your behalf in a very savvy and efficient way. So if there are problems, they're going to know how to navigate those problems. And if you get a conditional refusal in the form of what's called an office action, a good trademark lawyer is going to know how to deal with that and how to advise you. So having a good trademark lawyer on board is worth their weight in gold, because they're going to streamline the process. They're going to save you from making costly, potentially catastrophic mistakes in your application. They're going to prevent you from getting crossways with other brand owners. You might end up being in a situation where you're infringing on somebody else's brand and you didn't even know it. And a good trademark lawyer is going to be able to tell you that very quickly. So they're like having a incredibly valuable partner in this process. And I have spent a lot of my practice cleaning up messes that clients created for themselves with their trademarks because they didn't want to spend the money on the front end getting good advice and good guidance. And so they did it on their own. They did the DIY approach or the LegalZoom approach, which, by the way, I'll do a whole post about why that is not the way to go using one of those services, because they are literally not helping you. You're paying them for literally no value. And so look for my video on that. But I have a lot of clients who made real messes of their trademarks because they didn't hire a lawyer. And, I have to try to clean them up on the back end. So a good trademark lawyer is an investment, but it's one of the best investments you can make in your business and in your brand. And it's going to set you on strong footing so that going forward you can really hit the accelerator with your branding, with your marketing, with your advertising and sales, with your brand exposure efforts, your social media. You're going to know with confidence that is your brand. And you're also going to have someone that you can call if you do have anybody later who attempts to infringe on your mark. You definitely want to have a lawyer help you navigate those things. So lawyers cost money, but they also save you money, and they give enormous value when it comes to helping you create a brand that you can own and you can grow. So that is why it's so important to have a trademark lawyer. And if I can assist you, I would be honored. It's one of my favorite things to do to help business owners secure their marks and secure their intellectual property. So you can just jump to our website, leveragelegalgroup.com, and sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. Make sure that you like this video and please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any content on how to protect your business and how to be an informed business owner when it comes to protecting your brand and your intellectual property. I'll see you in the next video.